All right, this is the utility committee meeting for October the 21st at 6 p.m. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Taylor, who wants to speak of the water bill versus the utility bills.
I'm actually just filling in for Mr. Lawson, who's texted Mr. Clement today that I guess he's not feeling well, so my prayers are out to him. Mr. Lawson's the one who really wanted to talk about this. He feels that there's been some miscommunication regarding using the term water bill when it is in fact a utility bill. Talks about we have water, sewer, and trash being billed on that. Also, we were talking about adding a $3 fee for storm sewer, and if that were to be on the utility bill. The utility bill does actually reference utility and utility bill multiple times on the actual bill. If you look at the paper version of it, it does also say water bill on there once or maybe twice also. So I didn't bring my water bill today. So I think his point was just we should clarify that. We should, officially make sure that that language is cleared up, and his suggestion is to make it a utility bill.
But it won't just be all clumped together. It'll still be individually water, sewer. It won't just say utility and then the price.
Correct. It'll itemize it out. So
yeah, and then trash and then
correct.
Okay.
Yes. Yep. So that's what he wanted to discuss, and I don't know if that's something that we need to push the full council to make that decision, or if that's something that we can just delegate to the city manager to ensure that it gets taken care of. But we can open the floor for discussion on that issue.
Well, that's what I'd like to do. I would like to, we have some citizens here, and I would like for the citizens to maybe, if you would like to chime in on this, I think if I could say this, I think it's more of a, like Jason said, my water bill is high, but the water is not just the only thing on the bill. It's the sewer, it's the trash. So when you break it down like that and you put it in utilities, it makes it sound like it's not just water, that it's the utilities combined. Does any citizens have any comments that they would like to add to that, since you pay it just as much as we pay? Or, well, I'm assuming we all pay a set price, but no one?
I just think when it says utility bill, but then it's obviously divided into the three things. That seems very clear.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Anybody else have anything they'd like to say? Mr. City Manager? Yes, Kathy.
I just have a question about how often do you renegotiate the trash contract and the water rates? How often are they? Is it an annual revamp of the whole
I know
utility?
the Athens Hawking will be renegotiated in March, right? 26th?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, that'll be renegotiated in March. And so I don't know about the water rates. Are they negotiable with?
So yeah, that's a great question, by the way. So trash typically is a 3-year contract that we do. The last contract with the trash provider, there's a provision in the contract to extend for an additional 2 years, which was just extended. So that's why it'll be next March when the trash will be, which should be, to be honest, we should be preparing for that now and asking for RFPs on that now, so we can make that,
Getting bids.
yeah, so we can transition that in a timely manner, which has not been the case in the last several times.
Yeah.
The water and sewer then are currently on schedules, which we've set up with when we built our water treatment plant, and then when we built our wastewater plant. There's our engineers have done cost studies on that to keep up with our payments on those facilities. So and I always get this confused, but which one does council have to give authority, and the other one the city manager has authority?
Yeah, so council sets the rates for the sewer, and city manager is responsible for setting the water rates.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Clement. So if if there have to be increases, city manager has the ability to set the rate for the water, and then council has to step in and make the decision on the sewer. I don't know about the water treatment plant, if there's still a schedule for increases. Mr. Cohen, do you know if there still is?
Not offhand.
Okay. So the wastewater plant, though, we did agree to, the plan, the increases. So there should be over probably the next several years, still increases in the sewer side of things. And we can get that information. We have, Mr. Betts will have that, Mr. Holmes, maybe we can have that for the next meeting. So
Sure. Those, the water rate and the sewer rate, is that a percentage, automatic type of percentage? Because I know that it runs close, yes. Betty, Joe, I have a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I couldn't see your hand, Betty, Joe. Go ahead.
I've spoken about this before, and I'm speaking of it now because it was brought up by Corey. We still have that stench from where the sewage is being pumped up over Mason City Hill, and then I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know wherever else it's distributed. But it concerns me for two reasons. One, the people who live there that have spent their whole lifetime, like most of us do, taking care of your place, they can't even sit out on their front porch. It yags you. It's terrible. Secondly, they aren't, they're a little backwards, so they're not going to come forward. And I don't feel like I'm representing anybody. I just am concerned. I heard somebody make the remark on Viewpoint. Well, we still have that terrible stench down there. People aren't going to want to come here. And we know better. We know people are coming here, but we need to make them do the right thing for that. That's not fair.
yeah, and I appreciate that, Betty Jo. We've actually, Mr. Holmes did talk about it at the last council meeting.
Okay.
And Jason probably can explain it better than I
When
can.
was the last time you heard that? Friday, there were filters put in all the manholes up along through
Okay, well, when I heard it on the radio, it was last week.
there. So last Friday, there was new filters that came in from California.
Wonderful.
They're charcoal filters, and they're in 7 of the manholes going up through there.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you.
So hopefully that's, and Mr. Holmes was talking about it at the last council meeting. So hopefully that will solve some of that problem. I can't guarantee it's going to solve all of that problem, but hopefully, because it has been a concern. And I know that Mr. Cohen has known about it. They've been seeking a solution to it. So hopefully this.
We've been talking with the engineer. We've talked with multiple companies, and this was the best solution we could find for it. And it's carbon filters that sat down in the manholes.
That should stop something. That should stop something. Well, those will have to be exchanged out, or can they be?
They say they're good for 2 years.
They're good for 2 years? Have you noticed anything up there since the filters?
It gagged me
I
this
have.
morning, terrible.
This morning it did?
Yes. It was, and I thought, my granddaughter Hazel said, yeah, that stink is back. And I
I'm
said,
no
"They're working
expert,
on it,
but
honey." Pardon?
I'm no expert. I think it depends on the time of the day, whether it's raining or not. Cause I came down through there this afternoon. I didn't notice anything this afternoon.
I
Did you
didn't
have your
notice
mask
it this
on?
afternoon either,
Yeah,
but
when I'm
it certainly was there this morning.
Finally just clearing it out.
Say, I came through over the hill about 10 and it smelled like.
Well, we're gonna have to monitor it, and
And
if it doesn't take care of it, then we'll get some more, we'll go back to plan B.
Maybe we should talk to the people in that area and ask them what they think, because like Betty just said, they may be a little apprehensive about coming to council and speaking on the subject. So maybe we should get some kind of a little survey to walk around and find out that, is this odor been cut down since we put these massive charcoal filters in, and see.
We can do that, but we need a couple of weeks for it to,
Yeah.
you can't do it right away.
yeah, I don't expect you, to go down there and wipe out everything and get it clean. I just don't want that could be an option that
Well,
people can say.
you've been
is
speaking on that.
Nelsonville
Yeah.
still stinks.
Yeah, you've been
Really like
speaking
that.
on that, so maybe we can, kind of get the people involved and talk to them a little bit and see what their idea would be
Do you
to,
know Bob McKinney?
I don't,
I do.
Okay. He can tell you, he is not happy that he won't come. I think, has he talked with you, Corey?
He has not. I actually just saw him, I think I just saw him over the weekend too. One of his sons lives across the street from me, so
do you know where he lives, Betty Jo?
I know.
Yeah,
where
he
lives
lives
actually.
right at the
Maybe
crest
we can
of the
just chat with
hill.
him and see what he thinks.
Yeah, sure.
You know?
Yeah, and maybe we can talk more about it at the council
Yeah,
meeting
Or
too.
just
Just,
we're inviting him to come and maybe chat with us a little bit about it at the council
Sure.
meeting.
Yeah.
That would be a nice thing. Yes, ma'am.
Was there a public statement released so that everyone could know that some remedy has been
That the
made?
filters have been
There wasn't.
Mr.
I
Holmes
reached out
talked
to
about it in
one
the last
person.
council meeting.
And I reached out to one person who made a complaint on Facebook, and I let them know that that was the remedy we were pursuing as well. But that was just an individual.
But that's a good idea.
It's just disheartening for a city that I like so much to hear so many people bolster their commentary online and
Well, yeah,
not
I
know that
understand.
there's a solution. I'd like them to be calm.
yeah, well, that's,
That part, we might be shooting for the moon on.
That's-
That's right. Yes,
We can probably use the smell, but getting them calm.
Is there something about the sewer system, why it smells so bad? Inherent, I mean, is it?
yes, there is. Tell her, Jason.
It's the same lines that have been there for 50 years, and now we're taking on Carbon Hill and Murray City.
Those processing,
And
there's
there's a
more
lot
processing.
more sewage running through it.
Yeah.
A lot more, and it's, the piping's not big enough.
So it's setting,
I thought that,
right, Jason?
But it sets so
It
there's,
sets a little bit before it.
there's a main lift station in Brookville it comes to. That lift station only kicks on every so often when it gets to a certain point. So stuff will come in there, and until it hits that point with the floats, it sets in there, and then it
so
serves.
it's not flow, it's not.
It's not a straight through flow because it's a forced main.
Only the fumes come up.
And it's forcing it up over the hill.
Maybe the float could be adjusted to kick, or is that a technical thing that has to be at that level?
It needs to be where it's at with the other stuff that runs out there.
Okay.
So is that like are there plans to try and find money to update all the pipes coming into this new sewer system
Yes,
with the,
it's new piping clear to the top of the hill. It's coming off the hill down into town.
where it's old?
So it's new piping coming from Bookville up.
It's in the works in a sewer project, if the sewer project gets approved or the city wants to do it.
But I mean, it's new coming from
It's
Bookville
new
coming
coming from Brookville
up,
up to the top.
and then it's old coming down. Okay.
And they did a little section there on Borough Boulevard, didn't they, right by Chestnut? Did they do a little strip there in front of Kroger or no?
Sewer,
Yeah, was that
just
just
had
water?
water up there. We had to replace a crush section. Up by Walnut.
And we did talk about that with Michael Betts, I think, is that the next phase of sewer? Would it include that? Yeah. That's what I thought.
Corey,
Yes, ma'am.
Michael was at a meeting one night when I spoke, and he explained to me what was going on, and that possibly, maybe, we had an old pump that could not keep up with the new capacity. And he said that, that he would look into that. He said, but this is all expensive. Well, we've spent how many hundreds of $1,000s, where we are now. And I'm not against him. He's very fair and honest, but it's not something that's just going to go away. I wish it would, and I don't want to come anymore and have to ask you to review it. But he mentioned that to me about the grinder pump, and then I believe after that, he, talked to me one night and said they had ordered a new pump.
So there's a new pump in it.
Okay, because he told me that night. He said he got a new pump.
I can tell you one thing, after growing up in the east end of Nelsonville, and when they put as a matter of fact, I was born then, they put the old sewer plant or the new sewer plant in where the dog park is now. We lived on Lower Walnut Street. My sister lives, and the smell is
Right.
ripe. And we just live with it, we just we knew it was gonna happen, and if it did, we'd go in the house. I remember it oh so well. Now, I'm not making excuses up, and I'm not saying let's don't try to fix it. I'm just saying every town has a little bit of a problem. If you've ever been in a town where a paper mill is, that is a horrendous smell that comes off the paper. So some cities you have to put up with some of those things. I mean, everything's not fixable to accomplish what you need to accomplish. And I'm still not making excuses. I'm just saying, we are definitely trying. Jason just said there was a lot of things going on there trying to fix it. So, but we would like to talk to him, the man you just mentioned, and maybe get his perspective on it and how bad it is and when it is, get a time frame.
Yeah, we'll, and hopefully if the next phase of sewer goes through, and it is including of Borough Boulevard, then hopefully that'll help as well. So.
Exactly. It sounds like it's the pipe coming off the hill down into Nelsonville that we need to take a real close look at. Yeah.
And I know we have more projects slated for the future on water and sewer. And I mean, even in my neighborhood, occasionally, depending on how how the weather is, or even I was at Adams in West Washington, and you catch whiffs of sewer at that point too, and it could be just some places are still going into the storm, the storm drains. But we just, during our projects, we haven't found all of them yet. So it could be still,
I'm not saying you haven't done your job.
No. I'm just saying we'll still have more work ahead of us on other places, even if hopefully we can resolve this issue, but we'll probably still have more problems to solve in the future. So.
Yes, so the EPA has said now that we have our new sewer treatment plant, they're going to be focusing on the collection system. And as you said, identify areas where storm is still going into sewer and vice versa. Correct. So, yeah, there's a long way to go.
Mr. Flowers, you have 3 minutes, 2 minutes left.
Well, does anybody else have anything to contribute to what we've just spoken about? If not, I'm going to call our utilities committee be adjourned. Do you want to take what we spoke of to the council?
Yeah,
Utilities part of it?
Sure, we can do that.
Make a motion to take the discussion on changing the name of the water bills, the utilities bill to full council.
I'll second it.
Okay.
Or do you just want me to handle it?
If you can just handle it, then I think
Yeah,
that's.
I mean, if it's
I would say that
protocol,
would be a wording change.
I can is there any charter thing that we need to look at for it?
That's what I was worried about.
I don't know. We can just, you can have, maybe talk it over with Mr. Rowe if full council needs to be in effect on the issue. Otherwise, I'm fine with you just changing.
Well, if that's the case, then we'll just go ahead and table the motion, or rather than take it to
That's
city
no
council.
problem with me.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, well then we'll table that motion and we'll let Mr. Holmes check into it and see about just changing the actual nomenclature to the utility bill. And with each line have water, sewer, and trash, and perhaps the other thing that we talked about. So I'll call this meeting to be adjourned at 6:21.
Excellent.